I bought some more books. Hi, my name is Jeanette, and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So today I have a book haul from the month of July. I visited some thrift stores, I went to a library sale, I went to a Christian bookstore, and then I had to place a book outlet order. I couldn't not, and you'll find out why when we get to that order. So first I'm going to go through the books that I got at the thrift store and the Christian bookstore, and they are in my July vlog. I visited those stores, so I will just go through them very quickly, and I will link the July vlog below. Okay, so the first one is The London Restoration by Rachel McMillan. This is a historical fiction set around World War II, and it focuses on two characters who are married, but then have been separated for 4 years, and now they're back together, and we find out kind of what happens. That's about all I know. Then I got Because You're Mine by Colleen Coble. This is a standalone romantic suspense from my understanding, and I don't really know a lot. Amid the beauty of Charleston, not all is as it seems. Okay, then I picked up The Traitor's Pawn by Lisa Harris. This is also a standalone romantic suspense. And Join the Hunt for the Truth and a Traitor. Then I got The Next Target by Nikki, Arana. It is another suspense, I think. Yes. I don't know if there's romance or not. And it says, would you share your faith if it would cost you your life? And Fatal Code by Natalie Walters. This is book 2 of the Snap Agency series, and I already owned book 1. So it is another romantic suspense. I'm not even going to read the back because it's book 2. And then I got Deception by Patricia Badley. This is book 4 of the Naztec Trace Park Rangers, and I picked this one up because it was at the thrift store for $3. So I was like, okay, it is book 4. I haven't read Patricia Badley before, but it's romantic suspense. And then the last one that's not romantic suspense is Sandcastle Inn by Irene Hannon. This is the most recent series number, so book number 10, 9. They don't have book numbers on the spine because you don't have to read them in order, but characters do carry over, like community characters carry over. So I picked this one up because it's the next one I need to read. And Family is Complicated, but True Love doesn't have to be. Okay, then I went to a library sale and I found 2 books there. And the first one is Agatha Christie, $4.50 from Paddington. And I have watched the Agatha Christie miniseries, and each episode is based on one of her books. And $4.50 from Paddington is one of my favorite episodes, and I'm like, I want that book. And then I saw this one, and it is the same edition as my other Agatha Christie's that I own. It is a hardcover as well, just basic black. So I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. And then the last book I got at that sale was Rising Danger by Jerusha Agen. I have no idea how to say her name. This is a love-inspired suspense. And it says, it's up to a canine handler and her canine partner to stop a bomber before it's too late. So I'm like, okay, let's give it a try. Okay, then I placed a book outlet order. And really, when I saw one book on Book Outlet, it was like, okay, that's my sign. I need to order to get that one book. Okay, and there is a whole theme throughout this video, if you haven't noticed already, because it's going to continue in my book outlet order. And I am really in the suspense mood, and you can kind of tell that's what I've been gravitating towards when I'm looking at books. Okay, so here's my box. I haven't looked in it, I've just opened it. And we're just gonna grab a book and see what happens. Okay, so, is this? Yes. So, Blind Trust by Natalie Walters. This is book 3 of the Staff Agency series, so now I have the whole set. Perfect! Next book, Never Fall Again by Lynn H. Blackburn. This is book number 1 of the Gossamer Falls and just released in March. So the fact that it was on Book Outlet, I was very excited. But this still isn't the book that made me place the order. Okay, so it is another romantic suspense. And it says, Laundry Hutton has spent 3 days, not 3 days, has spent 3 years rebuilding her life behind the secure gates of The Haven, an exclusive resort on the outskirts of Gossamer Falls, North Carolina. After serving as the artist in residence, Laundry is finally ready to settle in permanently to give her daughter Eliza a safe home in which to grow up in. Former Marine Callum Shaw always knew he would someday join his family's construction business in Gossamer Falls. He longs for a family of his own, but has also given up on that ever happening. The beautiful artist who has hired him to build her new house is funny, gifted, and everything Cal could ever want in a partner. But he vows to keep his distance. He's loved and lost someone like her before. Okay, what's next? One Wrong Move by Dani Pettrey. Yep, it's another romantic suspense. And this one is also a new release that just came out earlier this year. And it is book 1 of Jeopardy Falls. And it says, Taunting riddles, a deadly string of heists, 2 broken hearts trapped in a killer's game. I've heard really good things about this book, and I have really enjoyed a lot of Dani's books before, so I was like, okay, and this cover, I love this cover. Okay, what's next? Standoff by Patricia Bradley. This is book number 1 in the NASTEC Trace Park Rangers. And I'm probably not even saying that park name right. NASTEC? I don't know. Yeah, so what is book 1 about? Oh, they want me to say the name again. The Natchez Trace National Parkway stretches 444 miles from Nashville to Natchez, the oldest town on the Mississippi River. It's the perfect road for a relaxed pleasure drive. That sounds great. Unfortunately for Luke Friday, it's also perfect for moving drugs. Okay. So, start of the series. Then we have Crosshairs by Patricia Bradley. This is book 3 of that same series, so I'm not going to read the back of it. Then we have With Every Letter by Sarah Sundin. So this is not a romantic suspense. This is a historical romance. And I actually tried to order this book last year from Book Outlet, and I didn't get it. I ended up with my Latin edition of To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, I was a little disappointed because I can't read that. But it's kind of a conversation piece now sitting on my shelf. Oh, and it's ripped. Well, that sucks. It's like really damaged. Wow. Okay, so I think this is book 1. Yes, it's book 1 of the Wings of Nightingale series. And it says, they know everything about each other, except their real names. Lieutenant Melly Blake is looking forward to beginning her training as a flight nurse. She is not looking forward to writing a letter to a man she's never met, even if it's anonymous and part of a morale-building program. Lieutenant Tom McGallagher an officer stationed in North Africa, welcomes the idea of an anonymous correspondence. He's been trying to escape his infamous name for years. As their letters crisscross the Atlantic, Tom and Melly develop a unique friendship despite not knowing the other's true identity. When both are transferred to Algeria, the two are poised to meet face to face for the first time. Will they overcome their fears and reveal who they are, or will their future be held hostage by their past? Combining a flair for romance with excellent research and attention to detail, Sarah Sundin vividly brings to life the challenges of World War II, aviation, nursing, and true love. Oh, I'm so disappointed that it's ripped. Like, it's just the cover. Well, no. It's the first few pages, but it's not, like, it's really the cover that's the worst. Oh, that's sad. But they did only have one edition when I ordered. But again, this still isn't the book that made me order. But my best friend Christine has read this and really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to read it. Letters back and forth. That sounds intriguing. Okay, and I think we're at the last book. Yes, we are. And this is the book that made me place the order. Beneath the Surface by Lynn H. Blackburn. It's book 1 of the Dive Team Investigation series. Now, my set is complete! Yay! Finally! I'm so excited. This is the series that made me fall in love with Lynn Blackburn. It is her first series that wasn't through like Love Inspired. And I just love it. I have read the whole series twice. They were 5 stars. Each book was 5 stars both times I read it. So the fact that like I've only had 2 and 3 on my shelf for a couple years to finally see book 1 available and can complete my set. Yeah. So as soon as this one is now available, I'm like, add to cart. What else do I want? Yep. So that made me get the order. Okay. Do I need to tell you what this is about? I will. She thought she'd be safe when she moved back home. She was dead wrong. After a harrowing experience with an obsessed patient, oncology nurse practitioner Leah Weston needs a change. She thought she'd left her troubles behind when she moved home to Carrington, North Carolina, and took a job in the emergency department of the local hospital. But when someone tampers with her brakes, she fears the past has chased her down and reaches out to her high school friend turned homicide investigator Ryan Parker for help. Ryan finds satisfaction in his career, but his favorite way to use his skills is as a volunteer underwater investigator with the Carrington County Sheriff's Office dive team. When the body of a wealthy businessman is discovered in Lake Porter, the investigation uncovers a possible serial killer, one with a terrifying connection to Leah Weston and a deadly implications for them all. Oh, I'm so excited to finally complete this set. Okay, so those are all the books that I brought in the month of July. And as you can see, romantic suspense is definitely the theme here. And yeah, so I did not complete the Patricia Badley series. I am still missing one of the books. I think I'm missing book 2. 1, 3, and 4. Yes, so I'm missing book 2. But I'll come across it at some point. And I've never read Patricia Badley, so I'm excited about that. And then I completed a series. I've got book 1s of new series that are still being published. So yeah, this is a good haul, I think, anyways. So have you read any of these books, or have they intrigued you about any of these books? I would love to chat in the comments below. And as I said, I will link the July vlog of when I went shopping at the thrift store in the description. And that's it for today. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you would stick around and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.